So for this video, we're going to be replacing a PRV, which is in front of, and behind the RPZ, which is in the wrong spot. So I'm going to install a new one right there on that line. So bear with me, and I will take you guys through the steps on how to do that. First thing we're going to do, as you see, I've isolated the water, and I'm going to drain it out. So bear with me while I do that, and I'll let you guys know what's happening. On our PRV, we are going to follow the direction of flow, which in this case our direction of flow is going to be this way. So as I install this guy, I'm going to actually install him in upside down this way. What you're noticing here is going to be for a pressure gauge. So we're going to have a pressure gauge right here. So once I dial this in, these people will know exactly where the pressure is on this particular line in the building. So again, bear with me as I begin to prep and get this guy together. So what we're going to do here, our little threads here, we're going to take a little bit of Teflon tape, a little bit of Teflon dope, and we're going to get these two together. There is a method to putting this tape on. You always want to go clockwise. And you don't need many go rounds on that. Just a quick one or two, you should be good. Alright. So in this case we're going to be using press to connect. I have my Pro Press. I don't want to introduce any heat into this building with the fire sprinklers. Heat gets way too hot, so I'll be Pro Pressing today. So this particular PRV comes with a press fittings. So we're just going to connect those together, and we're going to make this as simple as we possibly can. So the way these fittings go, they go in like this here. A little bit difficult, but once you get it on there, it's on there. I'll take my little bit of dope here. And I watch a lot of guys go around and around with this stuff. What I like to do is just take a good amount, just put a good amount on whatever side I'm tightening up. And I set that on there. Oh, excuse me. And then I tighten. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Again, just a fair amount. I don't need much. Again, there's not a lot of threads on this thing, so. That guy didn't want to stay in for us. So let's try that again. Let's get him in there. And again, this here is our pressure gauge. I'm going to put that on last. So I'm going to grab my trusty pipe wrench. I'm going to crank that down as much as I possibly can. Don't really need much on that. Same thing on this hand. Alright. So I like to take any excess dope that you see there, I'll take and wipe it off. Just keep you some rags available. You know, make it as nice and neat as possible. Once I have that all done, we're gonna cut some pipe now. Alright, now that I got that done, as you see, cut your nice little space between there. I always document everything for company's sake. Next thing you want to have is this trusty guy here. It's called a reamer. Anytime you're pressing, anytime you solder in, you want to clean up that pipe a little bit. Got it clean because it'll free stand on you. Then after you ream him, what I'm doing, I'm just clamping that together, making sure it's good. Doing as I'm setting this guy, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So as you see, he's set at 45 psi. So what you need to do is pop that top there, unscrew that, adjust it, and then set it. We normally keep these guys at about 65 psi, 60, 65, no higher than 80 on psi. That's throughout any building or home. So we're going to set this guy to about 60 psi, and we're going to test it after that. going to be my pressure gauge. This other little piece takes a little Allen key, so be prepared to have an Allen. Do the same thing with my tape and my dope. Take a little bit of tape there. Since he's so little, I'm going to wrap around one good time. And again, same thing with my dope. Now we're going to just press it. What I'll be using is my 3/4 inch Pro Press jaws with my rigid Pro Press. And with these guys here, you just get right over it. So for this job, that was fairly simple, as you see. I dialed it into 60 for them. Once I get the water restored, I'll be able to check for any leaks or anything like that. And yeah, we'll go from there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to remove that PRV from down there. I'm going to go ahead and end the video because there's nothing interesting that needs to go down there. I'm just going to remove this union right here. I'm just going to take this hose right here and I'm going to connect it right here, and we'll be all done. So nothing interesting to see here, but I'll let you guys know once the project is all done. I'll fire it up and let you guys see your finished projects. Thanks for tuning in with me today, guys. Thank you.